I salute you guys for coming in early. And if you're here, if not yet put it in the chat box where you are joining us from, kindly do that now. This is the only way we get to know ourselves and where we are. I mean, sometimes someone is living so close to you, but you don't know that the person is with you in Accra, in Tema, in Lashibi, in any part of the world. And good afternoon and good morning to others joining us outside the West African sub-region. You're all welcome. This is a team training. This is focused on you. Tonight, you're going to do something that perhaps you missed it when you got onto this, but it's another chance to learn it. Sometimes someone is living so close to you, but you don't know the knowledge you acquire is the knowledge you pass on. And the more empowering people we have on the project, the stronger the team is, the stronger the support system is for all of us. So let me see whose name is in here, and let me welcome some of us. Let me see. I see this is Christina from the US. Welcome. You're going to do something that welcome. Agatha, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's another congratulations on God. You're welcome. In this project, you're welcome. Prof. Gomo, you're welcome. Congratulations on fire. All night, you're welcome. Justina, you're welcome. Mala, you're welcome. Ben, you're welcome. Agatha, Beatrice. Some people have not put their name here. I saw a lot more names. And guys, let's remind the team, okay? Sometimes when we put we are live on the team pages, that's when some people who actually intended to be here, but they may have just missed the time. They see activity on the page and then they see that they have to be on the page because we are starting. Everything that's going to drop tonight is going to be something that you would need and you wouldn't want to miss it and you don't want your team member to miss it. So if your team members are not here, go remind them. I'm reminding my team members too. I see some others who have not. Let me just pick a few names before I introduce our speaker for tonight. I see Abdul Yaka, you're welcome. Dr. Ernest, you're welcome. Boss Lady Enyunam, you're welcome. It's good to see you here. George Anani, you're welcome. Hey, someone is here as a gadget. iPhone, you're welcome. Josephine, you're welcome. Justina, Ken A14, another gadget, I believe. You're welcome. Setan San Nicholas. Oh, very well. Everybody, you are warmly welcome to tonight's training. Tonight, you're going to have a very important meeting. On this journey we are on, we have had, there's a new momentum starting and a lot of new people are coming on board the project. And now more than ever, those who have acquired some knowledge are getting fantastic calls. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? Where do I find this? This call is going to help you find yourself. And it's a very important thing we should all do when we get new partners on. And I'll not be doing this today. I'll be doing it with one of our own leaders who actually thought this out and crafted something beautiful that he believes every one of us should own. And he is going to deliver it for all of us to understand. The first thing we should do once we get someone registered, if you didn't have that opportunity to go through it, this is also for you because it may bring some clarity to what is expected of you or what you expect once you come on the Go Backup service. So without much ado, kindly help me welcome the man who opened Liberia to this project, one of our African leaders on this project. He's on the project with his wife and his entire family. They are doing marvelously well with this project. He is passionate about impact, and this is one of the things he really loves to do, helping people, empowering people. So guys, kindly with some reactions in the chat box, help me welcome Mr. Henry Calvin Birch to take us through tonight's training. Kindly put some reactions in there. Mr. Birch, thank you so much for doing this for us. You're welcome to your audience, really. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hansen, and good evening from this part of the world. It's good to be here. I'm connecting from Accra, specifically Achimota. My name is H. Calvin Birch, and I'm an affiliate just like you on the project, or better still, a strategic partner. This is a very important engagement, and we call this AIM. And AIM represents Affiliate Informatory Meeting. Many may not have had a session like this, and the reason is very simple. I know at this point in time on this call, we are all affiliates on this call, right? But we have different teams that are coming together and that may be present here. So please, if your team has a different structure or a different system, it's fine. Go with the team system. But I believe this is something there may be some things what we want to be sharing this evening, which you will find of immense value that can add to your system. So this is not changing anyone's system to adopt this. But over time, we have seen that we don't engage enough when someone gets started on this project or gets registered and got backup, whether the person is getting registered as a strategic partner or getting started as just a customer or a subscriber. There's not a system to take them through getting them set up. So we thought that we should have something like that. So this, may represent something like that, a system to get anybody set up on the project or on their gut backup ASAP. And it's a must that they do that. So you should know about it. You should know how to do it. You should understand what it is for you to know how to implement it. And I think because if you notice sometimes this came after assessment and self reflections and all of that, because over time some of our partners that are not actively doing the business, they lose focus, they lose interest because they probably were not getting the maximum benefit of the service because we were not paying enough time to them. And the other reason is that we misunderstand their interests. And they're just interested in getting their backup service, enjoying their backup and backing up their digital life. They may not be at the point or at that particular moment interested in the strategic partnership. But we misunderstand that and we keep pushing them. And our language to them is strategic partnership language. And when are you going to get to bronze? When are you going to become copper? When are you silver? When are you doing this and all of that? It is too much for them. So this meeting is usually going to give us, an idea of when we engage this new partner, where they want to go. And I think it is going to be useful to all of us. So it's a guide to help us with our success in this. So let's get you started on this, shall we? Your success in this. So I may be doing it in two different ways. One way would be I am doing it as a partner who has just registered someone and I am taking them through the process. Okay, but at the same time, I want to do it in a way that I am. So you follow that, and then you will get to know. Many of us already know some of these things. It's just that it is not structured. Okay, so let's go now. A quick introduction. Already you know what the AIM stands for: Affiliate Informatory Meeting. It's designed to bring clarity, confidence, and direction to a newly registered gut backup affiliate or just a customer or a subscriber. And this is it's actually an orientation meeting. and we have decided that it must be mandatory. Okay, we in our team we want to make it. We have decided to make it mandatory, but you can decide how you want to take it. But it's always good for anyone to to have that session. So the objectives of tonight or this evening, or whatever time it is at your end, is for you to get to have your application installed, all your gadgets installed. So if you are using a laptop, your phones, you need to get it installed at this. You need to start the process. You need to take the person through that. So it is to get it installed, is to understand what God backup is. Sometimes I have encountered people who have met us at the presentation and say, "Oh, I'm new. I got started or signed up by this person, but I don't understand what this is all about. But I'm on the project." Like, wow. So we do that. So people get on the project, but they don't understand anything, and there could be many reasons why that is the case. Did I stop sharing my screen? Share. Okay, so that would be many reasons why that is the case. So when doing this A meeting, you want to give a reminder, or you want to re-emphasize or tell them what God backup is to get a proper understanding. Also to understand GVO behind God backup. Many times people don't know what GVO is until at some point in time they say, "What is GVO?" So they need to know from the beginning. So once you're talking about GVO or they encounter GVO, they know that, oh yeah, GVO is the mother of God backup. So we clarify expectations and commitments in this meeting. Okay. Now, what should be the outcomes? The expected outcome when this meeting is done, that new affiliate or subscriber should be set up. The affiliate or the subscriber should have a hands-on practical experience on how to install the God Backup app on his or her gadget. What is his phone or is the laptop? Okay, whatever gadget. The new affiliate or just registered subscriber should start the backup process. Okay, on already up into the cloud. The new affiliate should have, after the meeting, the affiliate has a better understanding of what God backup is, what the company is, and what have you. Of course, everything, take note of this, cannot be done in one meeting, but it is important that this conversation starts. And this also shows your commitment, and it gives some seriousness to the project that we are doing. So once again, congratulations. All right. So you're telling the prospects, once again, congratulations for getting on board. Let's get you set up. Okay. So you have your slide. You are going by your slide. What is on your phone or is on a computer? But you are taking the prospects, sorry, not the prospects, the newly registered member or sign up person or subscriber through this orientation meeting. So you're welcoming them and you say, let's get you started. So the first thing, the person goes on to www.godbackup.com and log in. Okay, the person needs to log into their account, whether it's on your phone or on the laptop. So the person goes there, the person puts in their user name. So it may be the first time the person is putting in their username or understanding what the username is, or even seeing it for the first time, because probably you did it for them. Then the person puts in their password. At that point in time, you give the person the username and you give them their password. So they have, what this does is it gives ownership to the newly subscribed, the new subscriber or the new affiliate. I believe some of us even have partners on this project that have not even gone into their virtual office. Now, that takes away something. It shouldn't be the case. And it's because we don't have a structured thing like this. That's why some of those things slip under us. But once you have a system like this, it makes it easier. I know you may have something like this and you could still have people who have not gone into their virtual office. Reason is they may not have made time for you to have that affiliate informatory meeting with them. So that's fine. But you have the system and you made the effort. So you can be blamed for that if that is the case. So the person signs into their account through www.godbackup.com and log into their virtual office. Okay, and that's where the person sees the app. Download the app from you let them know the app can be available on. There are two ways in which you can get the app installed. One is from your virtual office. The other one is from Play Store or App Store if you're using an iPhone. And let the person demonstrate that. Don't just say it. Let them do it. So once they open to their virtual office or their back office, I might use it interchangeably. But virtual office still means back office. So the person goes there and download the app, or they goes to the Play Store and download the app. After downloading the app, you have to ensure they install it. All right, they install the app. And once the app is installed, and let them log into the app with their username and their password. Let them know that the app is different from your virtual office. They're two different things. So sometimes people get confused. You said I should log in here, but the app is not the same as your virtual office or your back office, as you may know it. So the person, now once from the beginning you have told them your virtual office is different. That's where it's like your office, but it's virtual, and that's where you have all your tools and to manage your business. Your app is only for your backup, is to do your backup. All right, and you can have your app on different gadgets, and all the gadgets you have. If you have 5 phones, you want to install the app on all of those 5 phones, and you will install them and then start the backup. So I believe everyone is familiar with this page. And where do you get this from? You get this from your back office under digital tools and under use this tool. And this is where you get you have the page here, and at this point you after showing them the bottom of the page, which is this, they have installed it. One other important area that they have to understand, they need to know how to create additional accounts. If they want to give 1 terabyte to their the person gets signed up, they want to give a terabyte to a colleague or to a family member. How do you do it? So it is this space. You need to demonstrate that. You go here, click on add additional account and put in a username and all of that. We're not going to go through all of those right now. One thing I probably would do, I left that out. You saw there are 3 apps here, 3 videos here. This one here is for so they must have these videos. So you can send it to them either before or during the AIM meetings. As the meeting is happening, you give them this video. Is the meeting is a video how to download and install the app on your mobile device. The other 2 on the left is how to install and how to download and install the app on your computer, whether it's a Windows computer or is an iOS machine. So it's good to have. I hope you have the app. If you don't have these videos, these are short videos, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Make sure you ask your upline or your senior partners for the app. I need it because it should be handy and you should be able to share it with your partner. So there's a few things they need to learn here. This is auto login, which takes them to the cloud. So you can speak a little about that. I'm not going to go into that, but if you are doing this meeting with a new partner, you need to tell them how it works and why they should use that. And so we have done, and also a very important area is the edit login details. Okay, they click on that. What that does is, for instance, sometimes many of us do that. Once we set up, we log into our virtual office or back office, we save the login details, and it's fine for easy access. All right. So the next time we come, we don't have to put in those credentials again. You just go there, click it, and then it already saved your password. So it's there. But when we leave, when we are using a different gadget, we forget, what was my password? Because you are used to using it on that phone. So you don't use your password. You have done it for months and you have been using it for months. You don't use a password. So you don't remember what the password is. Now, for you to know the password or go to the password, this is what you do. Just go to edit login details and then edit login details. Once you click on that, it will display the box where you will see your password, but it will be encrypted, coded. So you need to unveil it by clicking on something which will show the password. It will be hidden. So you just click on that, which you will see, and the person will see, oh, okay, I use this. All right. So it's important we do that. Now, let's come down to what is Got Backup. So the newly registered person, we come back. You were part of the presentation and you heard what Got Backup is. I just want to remind you, Got Backup is a secure cloud storage service. And they offer an unbelievable price, or they offer unbelievable prices. And also, they have a business opportunity, or they have a strategic partnership, or they have a lucrative affiliate program. However way you want to say that is fine. This actually needs to be updated. So you go back and then explain what Got Backup is. And that's a quick definition. It's a ultra secure personal cloud storage. So they don't mistake it with something else. It's not an investment scheme. It's not this, it's not that. It's a cloud service, and it is offered to people at affordable price. And it was developed by a company called GVO. This is where GVO comes in. GVO is the mother of Got Backup. They are the developer of the cloud storage system, which is Got Backup. And Got Backup is only 3 years old, okay? But GVO is almost 3 decades old. So it's important you bring that in so people can have the confidence and understand what they are in, okay? So we're not spending much time on this, just giving them a background on what the service is, what the product is, and who is behind the product. Is GVO. Now, because this is digital, someone may not know the people behind it. They embrace it with some suspicion. So you let them know, hey, the company has a team, a management team, very effective guys, competent people led by JOA and other folks, including his wife that's on the team, and then show that, and then show other members of the management team or the support team of Got Backup. Okay, then of course we know that Got Backup also has a board, and if you are on this part of the world and you're from Ghana, you will be very delighted and proud to have a Ghanaian, probably the only African on the board of God Backup. Okay, and that's a big deal. Can let them know that, and that's in the person of Dr. Kweku Ohene Asari. And this is the guy that said yes to God Backup for the first time in Ghana, and that's how many others in Ghana are on the God Backup project. Okay, so these are people behind. They are professional people. All right, you can give backgrounds if you have. Everybody knows the background of Dr. Kweku Ohene Asari. He's a lecturer. He lectures at the Business School of the University of Ghana. He is lecturer in AI and cloud computing and all of that. So that's good enough. Now, you need to have start a conversation here after you've gone through all of that. And why? Because you want some clarity and you want to have the interest of the person who is just signing up. So clarity on the God Backup system. What next after registration? Have just a little conversation with the person. Ask question here on the new member, what they are interested in, what they love most, and so at this point they need to have their username and password. So you need to give it to them and let them have it. Let them write it. If you did it, then send it to them via either email or WhatsApp, and they have it in there. And then how can they do a registration if they want to sign up someone or to get someone registered? This is the link they need to use. To click on it, and what happens? You need to say that. Understand the registration process. Explain that to them. And why God Backup? What is God Backup and why it matters? You can give where this is going, a little background of cloud storage. You want to talk about that. And God Backup product service and other tools and benefits. You can talk about that. God Backup strategic partnership. Of course, I think we have something at the end of this, and we will be sharing that. And you don't need to go into the God Backup strategic partnership if the person is not yet ready for the details of the strategic partnership and all of that. They want to just back up their system. So you ask them, you don't assume. And sometimes, people get bored and I'm not interested in all of this thing and blah, blah. Maybe not yet, not at the time. But you can give a good example why they should be interested is something that they should take interest in. And I always like to use this. What if you are on the project or you are a subscriber of God Backup and you are using the service, enjoying your backup and the peace of mind, and you haven't told your brother about it? Your brother, a week later, or you are you're on it for about 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, or a year, or whatever time, and walks to visit you and is devastated, or you go to their house and is devastated. So what happened? You say, they stole my computer. I had all my company's files. I had all other projects on the computer. I lost every single thing because I did not have a backup. Now, you ask this question. What if you are on this project for 5, 6 months and you have not told your brother about this? Do you think you will be happy about this situation? You will not, because you could have saved that situation. But because you did not tell your brother about it, he did not get his digital assets secured and he lost everything. So if you tell your brother about it, guess what? God Backup rewards you for that. And would you like it? The person says, of course I would. Now that is a reason why you should take the strategic partnership. You should pay attention to it because it also, besides that, it also can create a huge stream of income. And I will be explaining that to you at some other time once you have the time and you are interested. I can assure you that We have great support and training system, which will be able to guide and support you on the project. And then you encourage the member, you let the member know that we have different groups. All right, we have team pages. And which number would you like me to add you to the team page? And why? Because and guys, please don't assume that because the person signed up, you just put them on a group page. Get their consent. It is disrespectful to do that. They may not be ready for that. They may not want to do it. So, but give them reasons why they should. You can tell them you get great support. You have updated information. You have direct access to information and to some other details. So you don't, even if I'm not around, you have people on some of those pages you can get information from, and you can get direct access to some of this information, and that can help you. That is why you should be on. You don't have to put them on all the pages at once, but let them know there are pages, and probably at some point in time you can add them to setting group your team pages or whatever. Okay, it's important, but it's always good to get their consent before you can put them on the group page. At this point, you probably, if you need to speak to them about a project, speak to them about a leader, an upline who can give a word. Oh, this person had just gotten started, and the confidence can come in, and then by them hearing from one of your senior partners and welcoming them onto the page, it gives that person confidence and give them assurance. So it's good if you have. If you don't, and that person is not ready, then forget it. You don't need to do anything. So in conclusion, you have, that's the understanding, and let them take advantage of there are a lot of other things. Let them know that they need to learn, they need to understand the tools, but time is not enough to go through all of these and guide them on how to fully maximize that. And so it's very important that they know that. And congratulate them again, and let them also know about the corporate support system that is there for them. And that basically it. And you ask if they have any questions, but that also would take us to the FAQ, frequently asked questions. Okay, some of the questions they may want to ask, it might be answered already in the FAQ. Is my data secured? The answer is yes. Got Backup uses 256-bit encryption, blah, blah, blah. You explain that. And what subscription plan are available? You let them know. Maybe they got started with a family package. You can tell them about Got Backup Pro, what Got Backup Pro is. You can tell them about the enterprise solutions and all some of the other packages. And why should I choose Got Backup over others? Give them the advantages, which you might know is always good. And then they know that they have made the right decision. Who can use Got Backup? Specialist, expert? No. Anyone, individual, businesses, organization, and explain that. Do I need to be an affiliate to use Got Backup? No. You can use Got Backup purely as just a service user without joining the affiliate program. But it's always good. That's an advantage. So more frequently asked questions, and you can go through that. How credible is GVO? Talk a little about GVO. What other services GVO offer? And they have been around for, remember, almost 3 decades. All right. So it's good you share that. And that should be, oh, is that it? Wait, okay. Just a second. I thought Right. Sorry, I think I missed the. Am I sharing? I think I am. Right. So just a second. I need to. Okay. Good. Let's talk about this. Okay, I think I'm still sharing. So it's the same thing I talk about here. Now, this slide is much more updated than the. So the strategic partnership can come in if the person is interested in the strategic partnership or the affiliate program, and the person needs to have all their details, have their username and their password and their which is their referral link, always important, and how that can be gathered. Make sure you give them the HTTP username gotbackup.com. That is direct access. The other one where you have gotbackup Tor and blah, blah, blah is a bit longer. All right. It takes them through this. You just want to go direct and sign up. This is where you want to go. But as you know, there are other handles that you can give people depending on whether you want them to have them as a lead, have them in your system. We have a lot of other um, stuff in our back office. It's important that you give them a schedule like this, depending on what your team schedule is. But we just made this one for the general team. It's a schedule. It's a business. I mean, we have different meetings at different time. Mondays we have individual team activities. On our part, we have trainings. All right, and it depends on which team you're on. Then you can explain what is your schedule on your side. But it's important. So when you tell the new person about a training, a presentation, they don't think, where is this? What is that? They already know what goes into the week. All right, so I don't want to spend much time on this, but I hope you have a good understanding on what we're talking about. So based on your team system and your team philosophy or activities, you know how to present this. Basically, I think, yeah, it takes a back. So, guys, that's it. It's important, you do this, you implement it. It's not a guarantee of anything. It definitely will help improve your or our relationship and give our new partners the best. Let them make the most use of the service, even if they're not taking part in the affiliate program. So it's important that you do this. And for every new person that comes in, then you need to make time and get them to do a. You want to call it any name, that's fine. You want to do, if you have something similar, then use it. But this is what it is, and we thought people should know about it. It's going to so once people have received value for their money, it is much is less. The chances of them just going away is much smaller. Okay, so because they have value for money and they have experienced it, and you have shown that even if they're not building the business, they are getting some other stuff. But if they want to be serious about it, you need to know that we are serious people, and this is how we do things, and this is how you share that. So any questions, we will take it, and let's know. I think, let me see if I'm able to change the access. Members should be able to unmute and speak. Just a second. I think meeting information Yes, so Dr. Hansen, you may come in whilst I open up the space. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much for this, really. Thank you so much. I was expecting a bit more reactions than I saw at the end, because I believe many of us, this is the first time we are actually going through something called AIM, like a structured document where it leads you to what to expect, what to find, because most people after registration is what next? Yes, I came for the business. What next? If you don't understand the core of what you're holding, sharing it is even more difficult. So thank you so much for putting this together for us. If there are any questions, I think we are open to the questions. And this, I remember what one of my team members said when he saw this. He said, "Without aim, we are aimless." If you are not doing any guidance for the person you brought in, both of you will be equally lost. And I believe this is good guidance for ourselves. I saw a suggestion in the chats for us to do this consistently. And I think leaders should pick up some of these rules, really, so we can all guide the team together. I mean, someone can just choose that, hey, I'll be the one doing this every Monday for people. I'll be the one doing this on afternoons for people. Every newbie should come in, and that's how we support each other's groups. And I think it's a document. Perhaps, I don't know, you can also develop your own, what works for you, and then you know how to guide your people. Because when the person registers, what do I do next? You know you're going to go through all of these things. And I think once you are clear, the person declares, I want to be a partner. I want to make money. When you are pushing the person, it's based on the person's own words. They said they wanted it, so they understand what it's going to take to get the money that they would earn if they did this project well. So any questions, guys? Let's open. This is a family discussion. This is not a presentation where we just listen. This is where we interact, guys. So any questions, any need for clarity? Mr. Birch is waiting to address any such.
And you are waiting as well. But just before as we wait for the questions, I just want to say this. We will make the AIM document available. We have the PowerPoint what's it called, that version available, and upon request. So on the team pages, the family page, you can just write AIM, AIM, and then we will directly send that to you, and you can take it from there. Thank you. That's what I want to add. So you can unmute if you have a question or you have a comment. If you have it, please go ahead. I see Gabriel Adam. Please unmute and.
Okay, thank you, sir, Mr. Corbin.
Just a second. I think I can end there.
Okay, please, Dr. Dorothy, I want to ask that. Yes, when a new partner comes in,
entrepreneurs think